What's up, guys? I'm spikevegeta, and today I'm going to teach you guys 3-2 Baobab Bonanza for our DKCTF tutorial guide. I would say this is another one of probably the easier levels in the game. It's really not too bad. There are a few like somewhat tricky parts, but nothing that should ever like cost a run or anything. So again, you should be finishing 3-1 with Cranky. If you use Dixie strats, you'd also be finishing with her. I don't know those strats. I'll leave that if Google wants to teach them. Okay, so kind of get through this section however you want. It doesn't really matter. I have a personal setup here to make sure I don't get hit in this next little section. If you do get hit, it's not a big deal, but let's go ahead and show it. So I'll do a little pogo, pogo, big pogo, and that'll land me right over those two rabbits. I'll roll through here. I'm going to land in front of the helmed penguin. I'm then going to roll through him, grab the plug, and jump to pull it up as fast as I can. So as I pull it up, I'm moving back to the left. I want to then jump and excuse me. I want to jump and pogo off of this excuse me. I'm going to jump and pogo off this left penguin. And then off of the essentially you can kind of pogo off the middle of this bottom left flower. And then that's going to put you, what you want to do is you kind of want to aim to come in from the left side on the higher up flower. And that from there you can jump up and go. If you try to go up like the middle of the flower, for whatever reason, you don't go through. So, bam. So as you can see, you go up there. You don't catch the middle, but if you come up from the left side, you do grab it. So just pogo right there, or pogo right there. You kind of almost have to curve around. It's really weird. A part of me thinks it's part of... There's some weird physics in this game where if you're coming up on the edge of a platform, it'll kind of push you up there. And I guess that just doesn't apply to when you're actually trying to come up through the platform. So anyways, once you jump up there, you'll be able to jump up to this little platform right here. I sort of like get back to here and then rear up and do a full jump off of it. And then I'm going to pogo off this middle owl in order to put me up on top of the platform. So, boom. Now let's say you didn't want to mess with that. You just jump up. You do an extra little hop up to the top platform, roll and pogo off of this. And it's honestly a lot easier, but I wouldn't say the owl bounce is hard. So don't worry about it. Anyways, you get up to here, pound through this little platform, roll, 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 roll. Jump, roll through here. Technically, optimally, it's better to pogo through this whole section. You'll save yourself like 1/10 of a second from not having to start up the roll. I don't know it. Maybe someone else can note it in a video, but it's a very minimal time loss. From here, you're going to roll through this grass and then do a full jump to land on this platform with the Dixie barrel. And then roll off of here, do a full jump, and now I'm going to do a full pogo off this swooping chicken, which will put me in this barrel, so I can do another full roll into a big jump to full pogo off of this chicken to land here. Now right here I consider to be the scariest part of the level because of the bottomless gap, or the bottomless hole right below you. You did just pass the checkpoint, so it's not a big deal if you die here. You'll just have to wait for the Cranky cycle in the last section, because you do want to start 3-3 with Cranky. Anyways, what my goal here is, you're rolling up here. As you can see, there are these two blades of grass. I want to roll about halfway through the second blade of grass, and then do a big jump, and you're going to do a pogo off of basically the edge of this platform onto the next flower. From here, you're actually going to be doing pogos all the way through this last section. So let's see if I can get it. Nope. Dang it. Okay. So yeah, as I said, this is the scariest part of the level. And it's probably, again, because I'm pause buffer, I'm not exactly seeing it. Maybe it's not... It might be just once you pass, like, the first blade of grass. Like, the first little section of the second blade of grass. Let's go through and show you the whole level up to that point anyways. Again, that is easily the scariest part of the level. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna roll through this guy, roll through all these bananas, roll, I pogo off of him, and then pogo, short pogo, big pogo, doesn't matter. As long as you don't break stride there. Bounce off this guy up to the left side of that leaf. I'm gonna get up here, or rather the flower, yeah, doesn't matter. That there, or you can jump up on the platform, wasting a very small amount of time, it doesn't matter. You can pogo through this section, I don't know how to do it, so I'm not doing it for you guys. Full pogo off of this, roll, and full pogo off of this. I think it's just through the first part, so let's see here. No, dang it, okay. Alternatively, if you want to be safe, which is probably what I should be doing anyways, then I'm just going to actually roll on top of that first flower instead of pogoing on it. So let's start it again. You have to do the roll kind of where I'm doing it, just so that the bowl doesn't hit you and stun you and everything. It's not a big deal. You can kind of tell if you're not going off near the very edge of that first platform, then you're either going to have to roll or just jump up on the platform above you for a minimal time loss. Come up on the left side. Move off of him. Roll pogo. Alright, so again, that's where you can switch to Cranky if you'd like. Now I'm just going to do full pogos throughout this whole section. And getting hit there, like, that's a very minimal time loss. It doesn't matter. I did the pogos slightly wrong in that section. And here, this is an auto-scroller. You can swag out if you want. You can go back. You can hang out. I'll just, like, get up here and I'll wait. So, the biggest thing here at the very end of the level, you do not want to bonk and fall and die, because you'll lose, it's like a disgusting amount of time. Because you go all the way back to that checkpoint right before I died the last 2 times. So I just make sure this whole thing is gone. As soon as I see this big block that's right in front of me, as soon as I see it kind of curve away from me, like, I think right about here, that's when I'm going to roll jump into the barrel that's right below me in the center and have it shoot me up. So, yeah, that was probably a little slow for what it could have been. So let me go through the level one more time. There aren't too many backup strats I can really think of. Again, there's if you don't want to do the owl bounce, there's a very small time very small time waster you can do there. I could probably do the last section showing you if you don't want to do pogos all the way through, although they're not that hard. I can also show you the scary part, what you can do alternatively if you just don't want to mess with that at all. It's all pretty self-explanatory, but might as well show it. So, roll through that idiot. And roll one. As long as you land on that platform, you're good. So, let's say I don't want to do the owl bounce. I'm just going to come up here and do this. It's a lot easier, but it is a very small time waster. Alright, I almost did it there. I just didn't trust it. So I guess that kind of showed the roll-less strats there, which saves about 1 second. Okay, let's say you get to here, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Just land on here and go. And that's where you can reload. And here, you still want to pogo through the sections with all the fruit. So, but if you don't want to pogo all the way through, then I'll do another roll right there. I was kind of slow getting up to it, so that makes sense that fruit hit me. Again, getting hit is not a big deal at all, because you shouldn't take another hit all the way through. Again, you can do kind of whatever you want here. Touching the fruit, to note, is an insta-kill. So, just keep that in mind if you're swagging it. It's not just going to do 1 heart of damage, so I'll let this go away. And alright. And that's 3-2. Like with all my other videos, if you guys have any questions, post them in the comments below. We'll be happy to help out. For now, though, that is it for 3-2. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.